So, as some of my mutuals know, I've been grieving the loss of my sweet kitty that had been in my life for 17 and a half years, and it's one of the main reasons I haven't been posting much. And as we've been going through the grieving process, one of the things that I've noticed is, as a therapist, I can't help but think about these things, the relationship between grief and control. See, many people notice that there are certain kinds of grief that, on average, seem to be harder than others, and they seem to be connected to control. So, for example, it's often harder to have sudden loss than a loss that has been going on for some time, like someone's sick and you know it's coming, and you can do that processing. You can talk to them and sort of let go of that relationship in advance so that when death happens, well, you kind of are already gone through this process a little bit. Sudden loss, in contrast, is often a lot harder, all other things being equal. And that's why this came up for me in this case. It was very sudden. Everything seemed okay, and then suddenly she was gone. Similarly with relationships, even if there isn't a death, you'll notice that it's often harder to grieve a sudden, unexpected end to a relationship. You think everything's great, and they show up and they say, you know what? I'm just not that into you. Goodbye. Versus things start going downhill and you both kind of know things aren't working until finally somebody says, hey, we need to move on. So I think this can sometimes be a helpful way to think about our grieving process, that so many even of those stages of grief, things like bargaining, for example, are about control, about regaining some sense of, I can manage this and control this process of what the hell is happening in my life. Now, obviously, I'm not saying that's all there is to grief. It certainly isn't, but it's something I thought I would share as we went through all of this in case it's helpful to you.